What up? What up? What up? What up? What's going on? Having some technical difficulties. Should be good to go now. If you guys are in the chat, let me know. Type a one if you can hear me in the chat. Type a one if you can hear your boy in the chat. Let me switch this. Let me switch this up. Actually, I need to send this to my guys. Send this to my team. What's going on? Kevin, what's going on with you, bro? What's good? What's good? So man, I've been having some issues with my internet in my house. It keeps going in and out. I'm literally downstairs like at my gym. Hopefully nobody comes in here while I'm doing this live stream. But it is what it is. I got to get this content out as much as you guys want to see it. Um, so yeah, today's live stream we're gonna be talking about swing trades. We're gonna be talking about chart patterns. I told you guys every Friday from here on out, I'm going to be showing you guys free knowledge, free game, how to trade basic concepts in this game. All right. I do have a group that I'm going to allow people to join if you want to join. All right. The fee is normally $100, but I'm charging 25 to enter. All right, and if that sounds like a hell of a deal to you, then you're more than welcome to join. All right, so housekeeping rules, rundown of the basics. If you do want to join the group, the link will be in the description of this video and the chat. Actually, let me type that in the chat right now. All right, so I'm gonna pin this. When you join the group, what do you get? All right, you get mentorship. You get a community of other traders, whether it be beginners or advanced traders. You get daily trades, daily signals all throughout the day from Sunday to Friday evening before the markets close. We live trade every single day. Um, Mainly most of the like majority of the I'm not gonna say every single day because there's times where I have stuff going on, but if I'm not either live streaming the trade in the group, I'm posting the signal every day in the group. All right. So you get one-on-one coaching, you get strategies, daily signals, right? And um my cash app is $ vibing with Fred. All right. So Kevin, shoot that over and then click that's in the description or in the chat right now. It's gonna send you to the waiting room. As soon as you get into the waiting room, I'll see your name pop up and then I'll send you the link to both groups, the group and the community chat group, and we'll get this shit rolling. All right. Without further ado, and at any point is if anything is confusing, let me know. Call for all subscribers to want to learn how to and get um, That's down here. But the sound is choppy. The sound is okay. That should be better. The sound is choppy because of the internet connection. The internet connection is not great down here at the roof. I'm at the rooftop, but it's lower than where my apartment is. But it's still a rooftop, so it's not the best down here. But that should be better now. All right, so let's get into it. We're gonna talk about swing trades. So swing trades always are gonna be on the higher time frames. So let's talk about time frames. All right, so the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute is gonna be for your short term trades and scalping. Right? And what is scalping? That's getting in and out, in and out, in and out, cherry picking the trades, cherry picking the markets, making your money, getting up out of there. All right, robbing the bank real quick, getting up out of there. 1 hour to 4 hour is day trading, right? So you probably heard that term before, day trading. So we go to the 1 hour to 4 hour chart and we look at trades that still are not slow, they're not fast, but you can still see decent amount of movement throughout the day, right? And then you have swing trade, long-term trades, trends. It's on the daily, the weekly, monthly time frame. That's like watching paint dry, right? In and out again. Okay. Kevin Whitaker, I see you. All right, so, I'm gonna shoot this links right now since I already got it. Inbox on Telegram already. You have them. All right. All right. So how do we trade in a group? We normally trades and day trades. Right. A lot of times we do stops too. So if there's swings or day stops, we they're uh, not gonna be great. Let's see. YouTube is spotty from your end. The sound is going in and out. Yeah. It's not. It's the internet. It's the internet for sure. Yes, the internet. All right, so let's look into this. By the way, if you guys want a free signal, we are currently in a buy for gold, right? So if you look at the 4 hour time frame, we can see that gold is trending down, but it's at a support level, right? And we can see that just due to this area right here. All right, see all these candles right here that's wicking in this area. This to me is telling me that price is respecting this zone right here, right? So we see price just kind of playing around here, and we're gonna buy this back up to this trend line area. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So right now, price is in this area here, and we're gonna buy this back up to at least here. This is a 4 hour chart. So each one of these candles is 4 hours. Now the market will close in 4 hours, 4.5 hours. All right. And then it'll open back again on Monday. So I'm basically gonna hold this buy trade. We're in profits right now because we got in down here. I'm gonna hold this trade until next week. Right. But the long-term move is what? All right, is doing this. So the this buy is not a long-term hold, right? We're just holding this back to this area here. That's all we're doing. But when it gets up here, we're gonna be selling, right? Just like it did right here, just like it did right here, right? So we're gonna be selling gold most likely next week in this area here. So we're gonna be buying it up here, short term, long term. We're catching this move, all right? So when the price is exhausted, it pulls back. Does that make sense? Yeah. The sound is better now. Like I said, the internet is shit down here, so you got to be very very patient. But let's just keep our fingers crossed and let everything go smooth. All right. So the market is trending. So we're going to talk about swing trades and trend lines, chart patterns, all that type of stuff. All right. So right now the market is trending down as far as gold. All right. So chart pattern number one, clearly you can see it. And when you get to the point to be able to understand this, you'll see it. Two. All right. So right here, we have called a W pattern. Let so right here we have a when the doing that probably not going to be speaking. I can see when this is like it's doing kind of better now, but not really. So okay, so that should be better. So when I see that it's starting to lag on my end, I know the audio is going to be bad too. All right. So when I start to see it getting choppy on my end, I'm just going to stop. All right. So don't worry about it. If it starts to get choppy, I'll stop and then I'll redirect to where I was at. So basically, you can see that this is a W pattern, aka double bottom. All right. So when you see this happening, right, the best thing that you can do is mark up the neckline of the W pattern. All right. When price breaks out of this neckline, you should be looking for candles to push back into this retest area here um, for a downward move. Uh, all right, so we're gonna run this and let price push up. All right. So when price pushes up above this neckline, we already know that we should be looking for a buy setup. So look, price pushed up. See that on gold? Price pushed up above this and back into this zone. So right here, you should be buying. Right. So your entry will be in this area here. So I'm gonna put a arrow where you would be buying this at. This is your buy candle right here. All right, and then everything else using some drawdown. All right, and then price took up. Now, if you're looking at this, if you would have had this trend line here, right, which you should have, um, you would have known. Okay, cool. At least I know that if price pushes back down to this trend line, I can add another entry, right? But ideally, this would have been your first entry, and then you could have added another entry down here at this trend line. All right. Does that make sense? Because sometimes you'll have manipulation in the market like this, where even the big institutions know, okay, this is a breakout, right? So let's dump the market and fake out all these buyers. Let's knock out the buyers and then send the market up. So that's how you have to know how to trade like big institutions. We got a breakout, it retested back in, right? So you have I always tell you to put your small positions first, and then if it does drop against you, then you put your big positions down here at the bottom half. All right. So your second entry would have been down here at the support level. So you would have had two entries, smaller entries at the top, bigger entry down here on this safety net, basically. And you would have caught this whole move back up. Math. Okay, bet. I'm gonna send you the links right now, bro. Give me 1 second. Let me send them to you right now. Check your Telegram. All right. Two new students on the live stream. Let's go. All right. So at this point, you look at, okay, where is price going to possibly shoot up to? And you can see that there is a resistance up here. Me personally, I probably would already have closed this trade. And you see price push back down again. All right. And I would have closed this trade up here. All right. Let's get up out of that situation. Mav, you should have both links now. Just make sure you join both. All right. So let's look at a different example. All right. So here is on a higher time frame once again. Now, who is the higher time frame for? It's for people who don't have the time to be on the charts every single day, which is perfectly fine, right? There's a lot of times where you should be on the charts a little bit of time, and if you're just busy and you have a lot of shit going on, then you should just look at the higher time frames, find a good position, mark your structures, and then get up out of the market. All right. So for me, let's mark this up. All right. Let's look. All right, so right now prices in a uptrend, all right, trending, 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 trending. If you don't have the ability to be able to look at the charts like a full-time trader, that's fine. Look at the higher time frames and you wait for price to give you some type of indication or a breakout, right? So right now we can see that these are structures, and if I'm seeing the market trend for a long time, like this started May 15th and it's June 18th over here, right? So we're waiting for a price to break out, and here's the breakout right here. Price finally broke out, gave us two breakouts. All right. So this is 12 hours of the price being on the opposite side of this line, right? So at this point, I'm looking for sales because I see that price is clearly below, right, the trend line. And there we go. So right here, I'm looking for sales, short position, right? My stop loss is going to be back inside the trend. And I'm going to take this down to either TP1 here or TP2. All right, and there you go, a winning trade. Though it did go in profit, came out of profit, went in profit, came out of profit. This is just a retest, right? This is faking out the sellers, thinking it's going to come back into a buy, and then it just drops. Trey, what's up, bro? I see you on that Battlefield 6. So here you go, all right? TP1 hit, TP2 hit. Easy, easy money. All right, easy money. Easy money. All right, same with another trend line here. All you have to understand is how to mark up these lines. Everybody has always did connect the dots in elementary school from point A to point B to point C to draw out a illustration, a cartoon character, right? So look at the market. The market's trending, 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 trending. All you gotta do is draw the lines, connect the points, right, and wait for the breakout, right? And there's the breakout. When it breaks out, you need to be looking for a retest move back into this zone right up in here, ideally. Right? So see this area right here where price pushed back. That purple candle where price pushed back up. Right? This was your sell candle. All right, so you would sell up in this area here. Stop loss will be above here, right? And then just look to the left and target some lows. Just find structure and target these areas, which most likely will probably be like right in here. Then price came back down, shot back up, right? But again, on a 4 hour time frame, it don't have to hit TP, right? But over here, you got in and it dropped all the way down and gave you profit, all right? Almost 100 pips, easy, before it reversed, all right? And again, he said you're in. Okay, cool, cool. And again, it gave you another pattern back to back. Look at this pattern. Don't, don't, don't. Look at this. So everybody knows what a W looks like. All you had to do was wait for that pattern to pop up. All right. Boom. Price broke the neckline, came back up, and you could have took that buy all the way back up. So you could have caught the sell and then turn around and caught the buy as well. All right. Super simple stuff. Super simple. Again, trending market, right? Trending, 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 trending. Look at this move. It literally did the same exact thing, right? So you can see how price broke out to the downside, pushed back up to retest. Entry would have been here. You could have caught this move all the way down, all right, for the sale. All you gotta do is wait for these trends. So that's how you trade trend breakouts. That's my personal favorite. All right, here you go again, where you see price trending up, breakout. Let's zoom in. You can see the retest candle, right? So look at the candles, breakout, breakout, retest, and you would have caught this whole candle from up here all the way down. Right? Your entry is not here at the breakout. Your entry is when it comes back up at a discounted price. Entry here is better than down here, and you would have caught this whole entire candle. All right, same thing over here. Right, when you see price break out to the opposite side, this is what you call a trend reversal. Right, you're not getting into this trend reversal until you see price break a area of one of the previous lows. Right, so price pushed up, and look what happened. Literally, price pushed up, broke this area, broke it, came back down to retest it, and gave you a buy signal right here. So this would have been your buy signal at the retest. So anytime price pushes and breaks an area, you should be looking for a retest move at a discounted rate, right? Because you can buy at retail price, but a discount is always better. So price broke that area, came back and retested it, gave you a discounted price, and you could have caught this buy all the way up. And then price broke that, retested, gave you a discount, and then sold back down, right? And then market price, the market was trending sideways. Uh, Prince OG said, "Are we trading live?" Yeah, we're gonna look at some setups here in a second. I'm just showing you guys what we look for. So price went trend, trend, trend. Now it's moving sideways. So at this point, this is the best time to get into the market because you can catch one of the upsides or the downsides. So when price is down here, like price is currently on gold, you buy all the way up to the top of the range, close the buy. Then when it's closing back inside, you sell back down, right? Close the sale, take your profit, then you buy again, right? If price doesn't hit up here, okay, cool. If you're happy with the profits, close the profits. Price drops again, made a bullish engulfing or uh, a bullish order block for a buy, and then boom. So look how many times you could have made bread buying, profit, sell, buy, sell, right? And at this point, at some point, you should be looking for a breakout. Then price finally broke out, retested, and then kept going up. All right, so let's look at some current market situations. I'm gonna give you guys some scalp signals and see what's going on. All right, so currently US 30 is trending. Well, not trending, it's ranging. Sorry. So ranging market. I personally don't like getting into this when price is in the middle like this. and you can just see it's doing this. It's not doing much at all. So I'm not going to really even bother with US 30. NAS 100. All right, so here's NAS 100. Same setup for US 30. Now, I will say this though. You can need to be careful because this is a bearish signal, right? So this right here is a bearish pattern. So what's supposed to and eventually it's gonna model the bottom of this pattern. Let's see. I can see that's this level here. 900 is really good. All right, so there we go. So gold, I'm gonna look at gold here next, but this is the pattern that NAS 100 is making. You could possibly buy off of this support here. There's two support levels. I'm gonna delete this one. So you can see how price is channeling right now. Be very careful buying this off of this because this is a bearish continuation pattern for the sell, right? Because you can see how price dropped into this. All right, let's look at gold. All right, let's take a look at gold. This is the signal that I call for the group. We're in this for a buy, but we're on a higher time frames, right? So let's go to like the 4 hour chart so I can show you. All right, I already talked about this. So we're in a buy, but long term this is a sell. All right, we're only in this to scalp this up basically, because we know that price is pulling on this support level multiple times. We're just trying to catch this move back up for gold, um, but this is not a long-term buy. This is just coming back to the resistance of this trend line, and then we'll have a sell coming down and catching this gold tank. So gold is going to sell off long term, right? This is the 4 hour chart. Um, and I would for sure say once price actually broke this support level, it's going to keep selling. But we want to sell from up here, not right here. Da, 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 da. All right, let's look at some other scalping opportunities for y'all. Euro USD is a good entry right now for a sell. You can clearly see price is respecting this trend line and this resistance, right? So ideally, it's a little late, but it's still kind of early too, right? So if you get in right now, don't go like heavy on the lot size, but you definitely could go short, put your stop loss. There you go. All right. So if you want to sell signal, here you go. Euro USD 15-minute chart. Price is already pushed up. It pushed outside, but then closed back inside. This is a good indication that price can keep selling off. If you look at the higher time frames as well, right? Look where price is rejecting. Look where price is rejecting off of. So this is a great sales setup right now. And if you look at the previous time prices over here and rejected, that should give you confirmation and confidence that price could push down. So let's see. I'm so glad I got my all. I ain't worried about Josephine. All right, so that's if that interests you, you can take this sale. I just posted it in my signals chat to sell with the stop loss above here. All right, stop loss above here. We're already getting some reaction off of this resistance up here, and we're gonna take this down. And this is a 4.52 risk to reward ratio. So you're risking 24 pips to make 109. So that's if you use a dollar, you're risking $24 to possibly lose $24. Or right, you can make 109. So that's a really good risk to reward ratio. If that interests you, hey, there's a free signal. You can scalp this, or you can swing trade this down. Either way. Either way. All right, either way. But it's a great setup. Let's look at some more 15-minute time frames. We did have news today. Oh, here we go. Another trend. All right, so look, another trend, a breakout. All we're gonna this is live, so it's really no excuse, right? A trend, a breakout, and all we need to do now is wait for price to push back in this discount area. Right? This is GBP USD. And we're gonna be looking for a sell. Where we're gonna take profit at, we're gonna look to the left and find target areas, which could be here. All right, it could be here. So I'm actually going to take this trade as well. I'm not going to get in right now because this is retail price. I want the price to come back up to be cheaper. So I'm going to target back into this range right here. All right, so if price pushes back into that, I'm getting in. With my stop loss will be back up here. All right, so another live signal for you guys. Let me send this. So we get an entry like right up in here, the stop loss above there, take profit down here. And if you look at the risk to reward ratio, again, 4-to-1 risk to reward ratio. All right, so just be patient. Price will push back up here, and we'll get in for the sale, long term or scalping. You know. All right, so that's all we want. That's all we're waiting for. Patience, patience. Let me send this to the group. Don't ever say I didn't do nothing for y'all. I'm so glad I got my own. I ain't worried about Josephine. All right. Screenshot this, send it to the group. GBP USD incoming sale. But let's wait. I got to be very clear. Let's wait until price retest. So just imagine, right? You're a brand new trader. You have no idea what the hell you're doing. I'm the one that's doing this, and I send you instructions on how to enter, what we're waiting for, so you can understand, even with the photo, right, what we're trading and how we're trading and what we're waiting for. So not only are you just gonna make money without not knowing what the hell you're doing, but you're also gonna learn in the process and make money in the process of learning. So that's what you get when you get a part of the group. All right. So for y'all, we're here every Friday. But for the people who are in my group, we do this shit every day, all day. So we have multiple money opportunities all throughout the day. It's 24 hours in a day. And of course, you got to sleep at some point. But if you set alerts, right? You can set alerts, and then it'll send you an email and it'll text your phone. Hey, price is pushing up past your alert. So, or prices at your alert, and then you tune in and see what's going on, and hey, and then you make your money. So right now we're just gonna wait. We'll probably get closed out in this trade while market is still open. I mean, once market closes for the weekend, but that's fine. We should be expecting a push down going into next week at the very least. So hopefully we can get into this trade before the market closes, which I feel like we will. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So we might actually be able to get in this on live. Yep, I'm gonna sell Euro USD, and then I'm about to sell GBP USD now as soon as it pushes up to my area. But Euro USD looks damn good on a 15 and a 4 hours. So if it looks good on every time frame, it's a good situation. It's a good setup. Bro, where do you get your news from? So I use MyFX Book. You can also, which you're in a group, so I'm gonna send you that. All right, MyFX Book. I also use Forex Factory, but I use MyFX Book more. But you can use Forex Factory. You can use MyFX Book. All right. Either way, same shit. All right. So I'm gonna wait for price. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna set an alert because I'm gonna go to a different chart. Come on, GU. Come on, GU. Let's go to a different chart. Let's look at some more setups. That's a good setup right now. That's happening. Uh-oh, here we go. W pattern. Can everybody see this? All you have to understand is, can you see this? All right. So here is what you call a head and shoulders pattern. Right. Here's the left shoulder. Here's the head. Here's the right shoulder. Right. And how this works is, soon as price breaks the neckline, you get in. So let me zoom this in. Right. So you got the left shoulder, you got the head, you got the right shoulder, you got price that broke out, retest. That's what. uh, It's not the best setup. We can look at this real quick though. It looks like it's trying to make a W, right? Which it could be a W. But price again. Look, here's the neckline. All right, so you got to make sure you got your neckline marked up. All right, price rejected off the neckline. Now it's breaking through the neckline. We want price to come back to the neckline to retest to get in for the buy. So um, it's not always going to be a perfect and beautiful W, but this is a W. All right, this is a W. So you want price to push back down here and then get in for the buy. Let's look at GU. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm about to lock in on GU. My alert is about to go off. All right. So if it pushes, I got like some small positions in right now, but if it pushes higher, I'm gonna put my bigger position in. So price just see it just alerted me just now. It just alerted me. It could possibly even come back higher, honestly. So that's why I'm not putting in my main position in just yet. I'm not gonna put my main position until it comes even higher up here. And look at the reaction. Look at the reaction. All right, look at the reaction. Look at that. Look at that, bro. You cannot make this shit up, bro. Not make that type of reaction up. Literally. Somebody drop some flames in the chat. Again, I'm gonna leave my stop loss up here. All right, but I'm gonna let this ride out. I'm invested into this trade, so whatever happens, happens. Right? Whatever happens, happens. But that was a beautiful reaction off of that zone. Beautiful. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I didn't get the entry or I didn't get the lot sizes that I wanted, but it's all good. But that was a beautiful reaction. That's that type of shit right there is what I love to see. All right, I love to see it. So here we go, UJ. All right, UJ is the king of W patterns, and I'm glad I just flipped on this. The king of W patterns. All right, so not only do you have a W here, you have an M over here. So you have an M pattern and a W pattern, and I'm for sure about to take this. All right, for sure. All right, this is gonna come all the way back up here. So I'm gonna wait until price pushes back down into this area here, and I'm getting in long term for this scalp up. All right. So again, I'm gonna send this to my group. USD, JPY. Which we should get a rejection because there on my chart there's a 200 moving average. All right, so we should get a rejection to pull us back down into that buy zone. So that's all I'm waiting for. All right, so there's another signal. We're just gonna wait for this to push back down, and then we're gonna take this long for the buy up to the previous highs, which can be from here or this zone here. All right, we'll take that up there. All right. Uh, Deep GBP USD is still dropping. We got a W pattern on USD CHF as well, Swiss franc. All right, we just need to see something like this and then come back up. I mean, all you have to do is just believe that it's possible. If you believe in the setup, then you take the setup. All right. If you believe in the setup, you take the setup. If you don't believe or have the confidence that that can happen, then don't get in. All right. Then don't get in. But if you believe that that can happen, then you take it. All right, so let me send this to the group as well. Same setup for USD CHF. Wait for price to push into zone. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. All right, so yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Um, Now look, EuroCAD. All right, anybody likes EuroCAD? EuroCAD has pushed up past multiple levels and is now above one of the high levels. Right, so price pushed up, it's retesting back, and it could keep going. All right, so it should see something like this. If it doesn't stay above this, then it's gonna come back down. All right, and then retrace back up to the yellow line. If it doesn't come back above it, it's coming back down. So, in other words, you're going to see one or two moves. You're going to see this, right? Or you're going to see this. Okay. All right. So one or two of these moves are going to happen. You just need to wait and see what happens. It might be, it could happen today, right, where we see a test, or it could happen Sunday, Monday. All right. But either way, one or two of these things are going to happen in the market. All right. Any other pairs you guys want to look at? Euro odd is at a resistance level, and it's been hitting up here for a while, for the last couple hours actually. But I don't know if I want to get into that yet. I don't really trade Euro odd like that in the first place, so I'm just gonna wait. All right. Any other pairs that you guys want to look at? I'm gonna actually draw up this trend line because this is it's not really a good trend line, but it is a trend line. There we go. It's a beautiful buy opportunity that happened shit while we was on live stream actually. Um, Hit perfectly off of the 200 moving average. Bounced perfectly. Um, let's mark this too, because if this breaks, which it looks like it's already trying to, we could keep the trend going up with GBP AUD. So it's already looking like it already broke out, to be honest. But we need to get a break above maybe this level here. We get some breakouts above this level here. All right, so we get a push up above here, come back down, we'll go back up to this level here. So TP2, TP3 up here at the top. All right, I mean TP1, TP2. Right? But you can see how price is trying to reject off of this. We need price to break this first level. We need price to break this, come back and retest it. So let me illustrate this. We need price to do this, come back up here. All right, to keep going. So that's something. Let me that's not looking good. Let's do this. Price to push up here, come back, push up here, back, push up here. To keep the trend going up because it's clearly in an uptrend. Clearly. All right, clearly it's in an uptrend. So let's wait for GBP odd. I'm gonna mark that. We're in Euro USD, we're in GU, we're in gold. I think that's it. Oh, I'm gonna use USD CHF. So here we go. USD CHF is pushing back into this zone. All right, pushing back into this zone. I wanted to drop just a little bit further, and then I'm gonna take this buy for this USD CHF. UJ, I'm gonna wait for it to drop again. And man, make sure y'all show some love because it's not a lot of people that's in this travel space making content like about traveling from here to there. A lot of people tell you, oh, you could do remote work, you do this, you that. Like nobody actually on live stream showing y'all how to make bread. Like people telling y'all and selling y'all um, different things, but nobody is like legitimately on live stream showing y'all how to do it. So make sure y'all just at least liking the video, and if it interests you, you can join. I'm not gonna force anybody to join. Um, but I mean, it's a hell of a deal. It's $25. Like the shit is normally 100, and even that is too low. And to be quite honest, I don't know anybody that's doing one-time fees, even in the Forex communities. Like most people are charging monthly. So the fact that you can get in for one-time fee at $25 is insane. Even if it was a one-time fee of $100, like the amount of value, and everybody in the group has already made their money back within the first couple days. If they was legitimately like locked in and ready to go, like they got their money back instantly, or at least within the first week. So the return on investment, you're gonna make that shit back. So, um, yeah. So at the very least, just like the video. All right, at the very least. What up, Chester? What's good? Yeah, I'm on Forex now, and I have the best AI trade bot. Those expert advisors are expensive but worth it. I paid for 1K on one bot, 30 for another, but I'm up 26%. Uh, yeah, I don't know. This dude sound like he's just trying to market some shit. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it sounds like some promo, but he might mean well. But there are some good bots out there. If you know what you're doing, not all brokers allow you to use them. Mainly prop firms, but yeah. But let's look at GBP USD because we called that on live stream, and look at the beautiful results on the live trade so far. It's looking really good. Let's go back to USD CHF. So it's still pushing down as well. Let me put an alert because I don't want to miss this. I don't want to miss this. So let me add an alert because I know I get distracted and I look at other shit. And I'm gonna set an alert for this as well. All right. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be surgical with this shit. Like I really need UJ to drop. But if it doesn't drop right away, I'm not tripping. Let's go back to GU. GU was perfect. All right, GU was perfect. Yeah, much respect for showing fellas how to make another source of income. Black Chairman, what's the damn deal, my guy? It's been a while, bro. I ain't seen you in the chat. So make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Like I said, it's the very least. It's the very least. All right. It's the very least. Not a lot of guys. I haven't actually nobody on YouTube from your favorite YouTuber to people that you subscribe to that uh that do any type of content. They showing y'all all the girls, but nobody's showing y'all how to actually legitimately make the money live on like literally live streaming and shit. So um it might be behind a paid wall. You might have to pay them for some shit. I don't know, but um yeah, I'm doing this shit for free, every week. So huh, like I said, man, I'm doing this every week for free, every Friday. If you get into the VIP group, we do this every single day. All right, every single day. And let's go back to USC. Mm, UJ, GBP odd, Euro USD. All right, so Euro USD is another one that we called on live stream. Little late entry, but swing trade wise, this would be a good trade. And like I said, at the very least, you're risking $40 or $24. Sorry, you're risking $24 to make 100 if you use a dollar. Right? You're gonna make $109 once this comes down here, or you're gonna lose 24. Um, I mean, that's a hell of a deal. So it's a hell of a deal. Yeah, yeah, hell yeah, of course. I gave y'all that trade on GU for free. Like we literally saw it push up to that box, and literally within that same time frame, it wicked and flipped. So yeah, I got into that. Yeah, Black Chairman, shoot me a message on Telegram, bro. Shoot me a message on Telegram. Uh-oh, here we go. USD CHF. Look. USD CHF is down up in here. All right, so I'm about to take this buy for USD CHF. All right, I'm in this buy for USD CHF. So my entry is here. All right, put my stop loss like a little bit. I'm not gonna manually type in the stop loss. I'm just gonna monitor it. All right, I'm just gonna see how price reacts around this area. Because it's still too early. I need to see some type of wick off of this. All right, so this stop loss is here, but I'm not using this. I'm gonna wait and see what price does around this area. So I'm just gonna monitor it mentally. Uh, I'm just gonna see what happens. All right, so all right, somebody just joined. New School 2025. I'm not sure who that is. New School 2025. We're getting some rejection off of that USD CHF. GU still looking good. Let's look at gold. I might have to. I don't want to pull a plug on gold, but it's still dropping. At the very least, my stop loss is like down here. I was hoping that we can catch some type of. It's all good. We'll figure it out. I got two positions on this buy. I was hoping we can get this move pushing up, but it look like it just wants to drop. So if it does, it's all good. All right. Let's see. All right, got another member. Another member just joined. Congratulations to you. All right. Um, all right, let's look at I'm just gonna mark up some of these zones real quick. Oh, okay, bet. Got you. Yeah, I sent you the link, so you should be good. Once I get off live stream, I'll get all of y'all who just joined, I'll get y'all hooked up so y'all can get your first steps and get everything set up. Which is actually a good time because the market's closed here in a shit like 2.5, 3 hours. And then you can just take your time over the weekend, get everything set up, and then come back Sunday evening and get locked in. So we'll be on the live stream in the group on Sunday, and we'll see what the market's looking like to possibly get some money in on Sunday. All right. So right after this, I know it's a few of y'all that joined. I'm gonna send y'all everything. Welcome y'all into the family and get everything locked in. So, which I probably finna get off of here anyway. Probably get some food. So, da, da, da. It's Friday and I'm gonna party and get my groove on. It's Friday and I'm gonna party and get my groove on. What you know about that Sir Charles? I don't know about that Sir Charles, man. It's Friday. All right. If you guys don't have any more questions, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. I got some few positions in right now. I'm gonna wait for everything else to hit me on the alerts, and then I'm gonna just chill. I am gonna get back starting to trade. I'm gonna start back trading German 30. It's it's one of them things that you really want to trade it at London Open. So for me, that's 4 o'clock in the morning. So for a lot of y'all, that's like 2 a.m., 1 a.m., depending on where you are. I know the hours suck, but German 30, bro, you can make some killer money with German 30. Um, Especially like even on the 15-minute chart. Like check this out. Like look at this trend line here. All right, let me show y'all this real quick. Let's run this back. All right, so this is German 30 on the 15-minute time frame. So this is a scalping time frame. Are you waiting for it? Obviously, like we said, um, you could have actually bought this and sold this periodically, like throughout this whole trend. So you see it drop down to the bottom. You could have bought it back to the top, closed it, sold it from the top. Boom, 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 and then finally you got a breakout. Right, and I told y'all that's the best time to trade. It's when you get these breakouts going. All right, so you see prices up here. It's finally broke out. Then all you gotta do is just wait for price to retest back down. There you go, retest it, back down, rejected off of the trend line, push back above it, enter. All right, then you're in this trade, and then you see everything else is just cash. All right. I mean, look at this, bruh. All right. And even if this drop again and then you like, okay, cool, it's dropping back to the 200 moving average. The 200 moving average still held this trade together. Like it didn't even you could have just saw that and like, okay, bet I'm still gonna hold this trade. And you would be up crazy money. And this is not even a swing trade. This is a 15-minute chart. So like you would have just saw bread quick out of the gate. Like as soon as you got into this buy, you would have been in profit like for like a few hours. Then it retested, all right? Did a hard retest, which is nothing but a flag pattern. This is a flag pattern, a bullish flag, right? Which is a continuation pattern, right? So if you saw this, you'd be like, okay, even though I see it retesting, I'm not tripping because I know this is a flag pattern and I know eventually it's gonna break out, right? So look, it broke out, made a retest move back to this right here, all right? Back to this. Look at that. Perfectly, bro. Broke out, retested. You could have added another entry here and caught this whole shit. Perfect. What's happening this weekend in Brazil? Well, in Brazil, that's a hard question because there's a lot of shit going on. But in Salvador, there's a big event. It's like Arrocha. It's like romantic style music here in Brazil. There's a big ass event today or tonight. I probably won't go to it, but that's one of the things I know that's going on. But there's always some shit going on. We'll see. I might head to the beach here in a little bit. All right. Let me see what USD CHF is doing because we did get in on this. All right, so there you go. All right, we're getting a push up now, finally. All right, we're getting some reaction. That's what we want to see. We're in profit, so we're definitely in profit right now. So this is why, again, like this is what we do this for. We're in profit on everything I called on live stream. EU, GU, USD, CHF. Only thing I'm not on profit right now is gold, but that was off stream. Like that was me on my own stuff. And that's just us trying to get it back up to the top. But it might not happen. Like if it doesn't happen, I'll take the loss. It's not gonna really affect me. Um, but at the very least, I gave y'all 3 free trades on live stream, and all of them are in profit. All right. Now we're getting some push up on gold. I like it. I love it. And you know what? To be honest, I think when I get in profit, I'm gonna close gold and I'm just gonna wait for it to push back up, possibly, right? Though I'm gonna miss the profits, but I'll rather get that sale coming back down because that's what the market wants to do. It doesn't really want to buy. So I'm okay with that. Or I'll even cut my loss at like half if it doesn't push all the way up. But I'm cool with that, right? So that's how you got to manage a trade. Um, GU again, live stream signal, moving beautifully, right? Moving beautifully. So yeah, man, this is what we do every Friday. All right, this is what we do every Friday. Every Friday, I might switch it up to where I start doing it more than just Friday. I don't know. It depends. We'll see how things go. We'll see how things go. Maybe we'll do it twice a week. Yeah, I gotta show some love though. But maybe we could do it twice a week. The Brazilian hay ice is dropping. They're saying like 5.3 right now, and it's making a bearish flag, so we might be dropping even lower. And yes, this works for this too. We're making a bearish flag right now on Brazilian. It was a trending up as well, and then we broke. All right, so there's the trend. It broke. All right, could push back up here to retest, but this bearish flag in the process is not good. It doesn't look good. And it's continuously making flag patterns. Like, look at this. So this is the Brazilian hay ice. Look, it's just steady making flag patterns, which are continuation patterns to the downside. Like, so that's not good. Look how many flags it's been making. Flag, 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 flag. God damn, bro. If y'all don't want us to be here, just say that. Like, look at this. So, we'll see. But this shit been making flags for days. Oh man. All right, man. Everything else. Why the f- do they have the damn air conditioning on in the gym, bro? Does that? Who does that? All right. So USDCHF is moving beautifully. GU is moving beautifully. EU is moving beautifully. I got the Brazilian currency converter open. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got alerts. We got an alert. That means USDCHF is pushing up. Look at this. It's pushed up. I love it. I love it. All right, man. I'm showing y'all too much. I'm showing y'all way too much. I got the Brazilian currency converter open, and I was like, damn, it went down from highs in the past weeks. Yep. So I look at this shit all the time too. Let's look at Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin just hit an all-time high, bro, of 123K, 124K, bro. 124K for Bitcoin. Fire emojis. That shit was at 123. I had posted on Instagram. I was like, bro, this shit finna keep going. So look, but Even Bitcoin is making flag patterns to the downside. And I'm gonna tell you exactly where Bitcoin is about to go. All right, so Bitcoin is about to reject off of this zone here. Bitcoin's about to reject off of this 115K zone, uh, and then shoot back up again. It's about to shoot back up again. USDCHF is going crazy right now. All right, so because again, if you want to, if you're interested in buying Bitcoin, don't buy it right now, but let it drop down some more and then get in. All right, we talk about Bitcoin in my group too. We talk about futures. If you want to trade prop firms, we talk about prop firms. But yeah, Bitcoin's about to keep dropping, or it's gonna make another flag pattern, right? Because it looked like it's already. It looked like that's what it's doing. Because you can see how price. Let me zoom in. You can see how price is respecting this trend line already that I'm making. So it's a possibility that price could start doing this, all right, and just channeling like it's doing. I'm pre-calling this flag pattern, and if it does that, it's gonna drop out again. All right, I wouldn't sell it, but I would definitely buy it down here at the bottom. And if you buy it, if you can catch this down at this support level and you buy it back up to like 120 to the 120 to 124K, yeah, you're gonna be good. Um, you're gonna be really good actually. If even it comes down to 112 and you hold it from here back up, you're gonna be really good. If you're looking for Bitcoin to come back down below 100K, it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. Which Yeah, every time I look at Bitcoin, I get sick to my stomach. I could have got in with Bitcoin when it was at 1,300 years ago. I always shake my head. Yep, trust me, bro. You and me are in the same boat. I was trading only Bitcoin and only XRP, and I was looking at previous markups and analysis that I did, and that shit was at like 17K, 18K. So I was playing down there in the dirt for real. 19K, uh, bro, 20K. We was in the trenches and I was down there scalping and doing all this, calling signals for XRP and Bitcoin, bro. And Bitcoin makes a lot of flag patterns. It makes a lot of just like XRP, pennants, flags, all that type of shit. So back then, I'm looking at it like if I would have just held one or two of those positions at the 0.01, oh my God, bro. 50K might be what up. I don't see Bitcoin ever going back to 50K. Forget them days, bro. The lowest I see Bitcoin ever possibly going again is 74K. If it does come back to 50K, you better load up. I don't see it going back down to 50K. It would be idiotic for them to dump the market that hard. And to make it even go to 50K, it would have to be something literally insanely scary happening for Bitcoin to drop to 50K again. Like it would have to be something terribly wrong for Bitcoin to go that low. I can't see it. Now, I said this on in my group before many times. I've said this on live streams before on YouTube. 70K, 70 to 74K is the new foundation floor level for Bitcoin. That's the lowest I can see it going. That's just uh my honest opinion. I just can't see the shit going that low. All right. So yeah, man. It's all good. Can't do nothing about it now. We just gotta, move forward. But I'm about to get up out of here, bro. Cause I think some people finna come up in here and start training. And um I'm getting hungry. So guys, it's been real. For all the people who have joined the group on live stream, if you made money on the live stream, um, shoot it to me on Instagram or you can shoot it to me on Telegram, But I hope you guys did take the signals because they are making money right now. If you want to make more money, join the Telegram group, bro. Again, it's only $25. It's a one-time fee. The link is pinned in the chat. It's also going to be in the comment section after this live stream is done. Oh,